Hi!
Hello, and welcome to the Daily Almanac for September 23rd. So, let's get started.
First day in history!
On this day in history, September 23rd, 1806, the Lewis and Clark expedition returned to St. Louis. In 1803, President Thomas Jefferson named Meriwether Lewis to head a Western expedition. William Clark was second in command. The purpose was to search out a land route to the Pacific Ocean, to strengthen American claims to the Oregon Territory, and to gather information about the Far West. Before the expedition began, the Louisiana Purchase was made, increasing the need for a survey of the West. Also, on this day in 1863, Mary Church Terrell was born. She began her career as a teacher. Later, she became active in gaining the right to vote for all women. And on this day in 1930, Ray Charles was born. He was an African-American singer. His music combined jazz, country, rhythm and blues, and gospels. He was blind at the age of 7, but that didn't stop him. President Bill Clinton awarded him the National Medal of Arts. And finally, on this day in 1978, my son Devin was born. Today on Word Power, we'll learn a very special and powerful word: integrity. Integrity means being totally honest, sincere, and true to yourself. If you act with integrity, it means you don't follow along with the crowd. Instead, you do what you know is right. Integrity also means whole and undivided. When you act with integrity, you are doing it with your whole heart and mind. If you have integrity, you say what you'll do, and you do what you say. Integrity means knowing what is important to you and always holding true to your values.
Extremes.
Today on Extremes, we ask, what bird has the longest wingspan? The answer is the wandering albatross. A male wandering albatross, caught and measured by scientists on an Antarctic research ship, had a wingspan of 11 feet 11 inches from tip to tip, which equals 3.63 meters. However, as with all of these records, there are other unconfirmed reports of even larger specimens. Wow!
Health tips.
There are really two kinds of muscle strength. The first is the strength to lift really heavy weight once. Imagine a big pile of books so heavy that you have to use all your might to lift it one time. The second is the strength to lift a lighter weight over and over. Imagine that same set of books, and imagine you had to move them from one classroom to another. You would lift fewer books, but make more trips. Both kinds of muscle strength are important. The way that states are represented in the House and the Senate is different. Why is this? Well, when the Founding Fathers were drafting the Constitution, there were debates over how states should be represented. States with larger populations wanted more representation than states with smaller populations. Meanwhile, as you can imagine, states with smaller populations favored equal representation. So a compromise was reached. Representation in the Senate would be equal, while representation in the House would be based on population. Well, that's all the time we have left today for Daily Almanac. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you tomorrow.